of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mr. President, I present before the Senate the harmonized report of the Senate and the House of Representatives Committee on Appropriation on the 2023 Supplementary Bill, SB 218. It is our privilege to present to you the report of the Senate and the House of Representatives Committee on Appropriation on the 2023 Supplementary Bill. You may recall that the 2023 Supplementary Bill in the sum of 2,176,791,286,033 naira only was read the first time on Tuesday, the 31st day of October 2023, when the President of the Senate read the executive communication from the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. The Senate subsequently debated on the general principle of the bill and referred same to the Appropriation Committee for further legislative action. The Senate may also note that the 2023 Appropriation Bill was passed into law by the National Assembly on Wednesday, 28 December 2022 in the sum of 21,827,188,747,391 naira only, and was assented to by the then President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces on 31st December 2022. The National Assembly also passed a supplementary appropriation bill of 819.5 billion naira, which was provided for an additional 500 billion palliative package to cushion the effect of the recent critical economic policy decision of the federal government. Objective of the bill. Fundamentally, the bill seeks to, among other things, 1, provide additional palliative measures, including the wage award for public servants, the enhanced cash transfer program, which is intended to benefit the most vulnerable members of the society, provide additional funds for critical defense expenditure urgently required for peace and security of lives and property, without which the government economic growth agenda cannot be achieved. 4, critical investments in road infrastructure, which projects must commence within the dry season of November and December. Legislative action. Considering the fact the committee was mandated to report on the bill as soon as possible, the committee consulted with the leadership of the Senate for guidance, and the committee received input from the leadership and the relevant subcommittee, as well as the head of benefiting MDAs provided for in the supplementary bill. Observation. The committee observed as follows. 1, MDAs involved in the supplementary appropriation bill requested are the Independent National Electoral Commission, the Ministry of Defense, the Police Formation and Command, Office of the National Security Advisor, Department of State Security Service, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Ministry of Works, Ministry of Housing, and the Federal Capital Territory Administration. Recommendation. The Appropriation Committee considered the detailed provision of the bill and the input received from the head of benefiting MDAs, as well as the leadership of the corresponding subcommittee in the Senate, and recommend as follows. The authorization of the issuance from the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federation, the aggregate sum of 2,176,791,286.003 only is for the statutory transfer. 18 billion naira is for 18 billion naira only is for the statutory transfer, which is meant for the Independent National Electoral Commission, while the sum of 1,033,471,162.373 only is for the recurrent and non-debt expenditure, while the sum of 1,125,320,123,660 only is for the contribution to the development fund and the capital expenditure for the year ending on 31st day of December 2023. Conclusion. On behalf of the Appropriation Committee, we wish to respectfully thank the Senate President and the entire leadership of the Senate and all distinguished senators for their support given to the committee, and we also appreciate the chairman the chairman of the relevant subcommittee for their cooperation and understanding in processing this bill. We so submit. Thank you, Mr. President.
Distinguished colleagues, a bill for an act to authorize the issue from the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federation of the total sum of 2,176,791,286,033 naira, only, of which 18 billion naira only is for statutory transfers, 1,033,471,162,373 naira is for recurrent non-debt expenditure, while the sum of 1,125,320,123 million, 1,320,123,660 million naira only is for contributions to the Development Fund for capital expenditure for the year ending on the 31st day of December 2023. The bill is read for the third time and passed. Leader of the Senate.